Okay, so Darcy and I have seen a huge uptick in the number of people who have been asking us about new construction homes in Marana over the last several months. And so what I wanted to do was create a video for you showing you the three most popular subdivisions that we get asked about. And the first one's going to be the most affordable. It's going to be actually the most popular one that we get asked about too. But it also is one where we have outstanding relationships with the builder reps out there. So we are actually able to negotiate quite well for you. The second one is going to be a step up in price. It's going to be closer to that luxury type home. You're going to get a lot more homes with really great views. And then the third one, you're going to see some of the higher end homes up there, absolutely gorgeous homes. There's not a lot of negotiating up there, but we still can get some incentives for you on those properties. So let's get after it right now. Okay, so our first new construction stop today is going to be Saguaro Bloom. And I know that on the map here, if you're in Google Maps and you're looking for it, you're going to actually want to search for Saguaro Springs, right? And so it's right here just off of I-10. So what I want to do is show you on the map how to get there and where it is in relationship to Tucson proper. So you can see here's Interstate 10. If we go north on I-10, we're going to end up in Phoenix. If we go south on I-10, we're going to end up in Tucson proper. And the University of Arizona actually is just right around here in this area. Saguaro Bloom is actually located in the area that's called Marana. And Marana, Arizona is enormous. It's basically from down here all the way up here to Dove Mountain and then over this way and down over here. We're talking 122 square miles. So you can find pretty much everything you're looking for in Marana. So now let's head on and let's zoom in a little bit to Saguaro Bloom. And so that's this subdivision right here. And so what I want to do is show you how you get there from I-10, because I-10 is pretty much the main interstate around here. This road right here is called Twin Peaks. So from I-10, we're going to take Twin Peaks west and we're going to go down this road. It's probably about a 7-minute drive in total. And right here is a Safeway. And I believe there's an Orange Theory workout area in there too. So that's a good place to know for you. And then we're going to turn right and we're going to head up over this little hill here. And we tend to call this Cactus Hill. It's really cool. It's got a lot of saguaro that are growing on it. And it makes for a pretty impressive drive, at least the first couple of times that you drive over it on your way over here to Saguaro Bloom. And so what we're going to do is come down here to Saguaro Bloom. And what I'm going to do is actually meet you guys right around here in just a minute, right? And you can see on the map here, it's all dirt. Well, guess what? These homes are all built up. So let's go take a look right now. Hey everybody, this is Paul Dunn. I am a local realtor with eXp Realty as well as a local mortgage broker with Nexa Mortgage. So I've got you covered on all sides when it comes to moving to Tucson. And by the way, we get calls every single day from people just like you who are thinking about making that move to Tucson, and we absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about making that move, give us a call, shoot us a text message, send us a DM, email, I don't care, carrier pigeon, anything, because we got your back when making that move to Tucson. If this is your first time at the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living, eating, drinking, working, playing, and hanging out in Tucson, then go ahead and hit that little subscribe button, tap that little bell, and again, we got your back when making that move to Tucson. And by the way, right now I am in the Saguaro Bloom subdivision. It's a lot of new construction, a lot of existing homes. As far as the sale to existing homes, the new constructions that are up for sale here are about 75% of the properties that you're going to find here. But anyway, what you're going to find here in the Saguaro Bloom is most of the homes here are going to be priced in the high 400s to maybe the mid 500s. You're going to get a mixture of single stories and double stories. And so if you're a single story here and you've got a double story behind you, you might not have that great view. Meanwhile, some of the properties will have some pretty good views. So what you're going to find here is a lot of single stories as well as a lot of double stories, right? So anyway, we're going to go take a stroll around the neighborhood. I'm going to show you the rec center, the swimming pool, the water pad where all the kids can play, and see if I can get some views too, as well as take a trip inside one of these nice homes. Darcy sells a lot of homes out here. We're very familiar with them. And if you have an interest in this property or these homes, give us a call. Okay, so I just wanted to drive around a little bit and show you some of the styles of homes out here in Saguaro Bloom. So you can see a nice big 2-story home right there. They've got a lot of large homes out here in Saguaro Bloom. I think there's just over 12 parks here. There's a walking path that goes all the way around the whole area, and I believe it's about 2.25 miles long, so you can get your exercise in there too. And they also have a fitness room, and you do get a membership to that too. Okay, so here I am in the middle of a parking lot, in the middle of a bunch of dirt here in Saguaro Bloom. And what this is going to be is a bunch of sports fields. There's going to be soccer fields, and I believe there's going to be baseball fields as well. And so if you've got kiddos or like to participate in some of these sports, then you're in luck here in Saguaro Bloom. And by the way, right behind me, right back there, is where you're going to see the rec center, and we're going to go take a look at that right now. Check out the pool and the rec center. Now, Saguaro Bloom is incredibly family friendly, and right now I am standing in the middle of the splash pad, and thank goodness it's February, otherwise this thing would probably be going and I'd be soaking wet. But I mean, the kids love this thing, and so I'm going to spin around this direction and show you the pool too, by the way. That's the pool right over there. It's a great big giant pool. They've got some barbecue areas and all sorts of stuff. And then over this way, I'm going to show you this. We've got right over here. So you got a playground and all that. Now there's a bunch of playgrounds here in Saguaro Bloom. So if you've got a family, you've got little kids, and you want to meet families with more little kids, then this is a fantastic place to be. Now, something else I want to point out too, since we're talking about families, is that Saguaro Bloom does have a Facebook group page. And if you are thinking about making that move to Saguaro Bloom, you might want to just go to Facebook and check out the Facebook group page and see what people are saying. All right, so we're now at the Saguaro Bloom model homes, and so I'm going to just kind of turn around so you can see that, hey, there they are right there. And so what we're going to do is we're going to head on in. I'm going to show you the kitchens and some of the design elements of this thing. And so I'm going to flip the camera around and let's go right now. Okay, so we're inside one of the model homes of the Saguaro Bloom area. And so you're going to notice that each one of them is going to have like a little bonus room somewhere. And then, you know, there's the hallway to a couple bedrooms. But what I wanted to show you really was the kitchen area. A lot of these homes have just really nice gourmet style kitchens with big islands. Here's going to be the dining area. A lot of the homes here do have these big double sliders. And you'll see that this one actually opens up to a pretty cool view out there. So like I say, a lot of the homes here in Arizona, even if you're in a new build, you're going to be able to find something that may have some pretty good views. So let's go in the main bedroom here. And I want to show you the bathrooms because they do a good job on the bathrooms in here. All right, so they don't have a mirror up in this model yet, but you got a double vanity, a nice big shower, and then they always have a huge walk-in closet. So if that's what you're looking for, then you're definitely going to be able to find what you want here in Saguaro Bloom. Okay, so our stop number 2 is going to be the Preserve at Twin Peaks. And so I just want to show you where that is in relationship to where we just were. So we were just over here on the west side of I-10 at Saguaro Bloom. So all we do is take Twin Peaks, we come back over here, and we're going to cross up to this little road here called Camino de Marana, right? And so I'm going to zoom in so you can get a good idea of what this subdivision looks like. It's a very new subdivision, and they're still doing an awful lot of building in here. And so we're actually able to negotiate quite well with this builder now. They weren't working with real estate agents a while back. Now they are begging for our business. So make sure that if you go in there, tell them that you have Paul and Darcy Dunn on your side, and then we'll make sure that we can negotiate for you. So let's jump on in and take a look at this subdivision. Okay, so here we are at stop number 2. This is the Preserve at Twin Peaks, and you're going to find that all these homes, every single one of them, are single-story homes. So you don't have any 2-story homes here that are going to interrupt your view. And one of the great things that I really like about this community is that the majority of the homes do actually have a nice view. And you're going to be surprised. We're going to go take a look at some of those views here in just a moment. As far as prices go, right now in 2023, these things are running anywhere from the mid-5s on up to touch and base at almost 700. I would say high 600s. But they're absolutely gorgeous homes inside, and in a minute we're going to see if we can actually get inside of one of these and show you what they're like. But I'm going to flip this camera around and show you some of the views that we see out here. So if you see what we've got down here, this is where some of the new builds are going in, and as I turn around, you're going to see that we've got existing homes. There's the park. It's a nice place to take the kids, and some of the existing homes are on up this way. All right, and so again, all single family homes, all absolutely gorgeous, and I think you're gonna really like the construction of these things. So all right, so let's spin around here, as I go down this way towards where the new construction is, you're going to see that we've got views of Sombrero Peak, right? And the cool thing about Tucson is we're kind of nestled in a valley where we've got mountain ranges all around us. So the surprising thing is, no matter where you are up here, especially up here in the Marana area, you're going to be able to find views. Can you guys hear that wind? It is windy today. All right, so let's turn around the other way, and I'm going to go show you some of the already built homes. All right, so now we're going to head into the part of the subdivision, the preserve at Twin Peaks, that has the already completed homes, and you're going to see what some of these views look like, at least from the street here. So I'm going to flip the camera around. All right, so I'm just going to drive around real quick and show you what some of the home elevations look like. Everything here is single floor, single story. They've got the nice tile roofs. The other thing that you'll notice is that all the driveways are actually paver driveways, and those are kind of cool. A lot of people like those. You do get some 3-car garages in here, which is real nice. And I also want to point out that there's a likelihood you might see a view. Okay, so I mentioned a little bit earlier that there's a lot of good views here. So just look between those houses as I drive by. You're going to see some pretty outstanding mountain views. So, obviously we're not in the backyards of these homes, but if we could get into the backyards, we'd see some pretty cool views of the Catalina Mountains up there. There you go, look at those, pretty cool. So I'm just standing in one of the lots now where they're building one of the new homes, and I just wanted to show you the mountain view of the Catalinas down there as we look down the street. All right, so I just want to give you a good idea of what the homes here at the preserve at Twin Peaks are looking like. So we'll come in, and you can see your entryway typically is going to have tile. Many of the homes will have carpet here. Some will have tile out that way. And then there's the kitchen, a nice gourmet style kitchen. These always tend to have a nice big eating bar. Some are absolutely magnanimous. This isn't one of the bigger ones, but lots of counter space, lots of nice granite countertops, and some nice cabinetry as well. And so that's really what you're going to find here at these homes in the preserve. I'm going to walk into the master real quick, and I'm going to be very careful not to get myself in the bathroom mirror. So I'm going to give you kind of like a little look at what the bathroom looks like. Well, I don't know if you can see a whole lot right there, but it's a good idea. Okay, so we just left the preserve at Twin Peaks, which is just right down here off of Camino de Banana. We're just going to head up Camino de Banana a little bit and come on up over here to Tortolita Vistas. They're Miramonte homes. They're absolutely gorgeous. This is a gated community, by the way, and you're going to see prices anywhere from the mid 700s on up to just over $1 million. And it is a gated community too, by the way. Oh, I forgot to tell you, here's a Fry's marketplace down here. So you've got groceries, you've got a Dairy Queen for getting the ice cream cone, and if you really need a McDonald's, you got one right here. So anyway, we're going to just jump in the truck and head on over here right now. All right, so they're building a total of 31 homes here in the Mattamy division here over at Tortolita Vistas. I've only seen maybe 1 or 2 that are actually completed yet, but the model home, we're going to go take a look at that shortly. It is absolutely gorgeous, and I am going to drive around the neighborhood and see if I can show you some of the views that are around here. Like I was mentioning, they don't have really anything completed yet. They have a few starts over there. It's tough to get in that area right now. There's a lot of construction activity, a lot of big machinery over there. But I did want to show you where some of the lots are, give you a good idea of some of the views. So I'm going to just kind of spin the camera around over here and show you this view over this direction. All right, so let's drive down towards the entrance of Tortolita Vistas and give you a good idea of what these new builds look like from the outside. So this first home that we're approaching is actually still under construction. It is sold, but it's going to give you a good idea of how they do their finish work, at least again on the outside. And the next one that we're going to see is actually one of the model homes. So let's actually head on into one of these model homes right now. Okay, that spot over to the left, that's actually going to be the garage, but we're going to head on in. I think you're going to really love the finishing on these things. So we head on in through a nice little courtyard here. And again, all the models are all going to be a little bit different, but this is just going to give you a real good idea of what this builder builds like. We have a beautiful entryway here. Check out that flooring, that is awesome right there. And to the right, we've got bedroom number 1. And then this is just a little sitting area with a big slider to the patio out here, right? The front patio courtyard. And then you've got a couple bedrooms up this way too. towards the front of the house. All right. Nice guest bathroom. And let's go take a look at the kitchen area. I was just in there, and I think you're gonna love it. This is the actual living area, but check that big giant slider out right there, and you've got some fantastic views. I think most of the homes out here will have some nice views. And then there's your kitchen area, a giant island, absolutely beautiful kitchen. Nice big pantry over there. Really nice finish work. Nice high ceilings. And the primary bedroom over here, I think you're gonna like this too. It's big, with big windows, lots of light. And then here's the master bathroom with a big giant shower. They call that a super shower, right? But here, check this out. As you walk through the bathroom to your closet, all of a sudden you're in the laundry room, right? How cool is that? All right, beautiful home, huh? All right, so that was just a roundup of the 3 most popular new build communities that people actually ask us about, and they happen to be located here in Northwest Tucson. Now, if you go all over Tucson and expand your search, you're gonna find about 130 different communities, and I believe it's about 40, maybe 50 different builders, so you've got a pretty big variety to choose from. Now, Darcy and I get calls every single day from folks just like you who are thinking about making that move to Tucson, and we absolutely love it. So if you are thinking about a move to Tucson here in the future, the next 6 months or whatever, pick up the phone, give us a call, shoot us a text message, shoot us a DM, leave a comment below, or even use the link in the description below to set up a Zoom Calendly link with us, because we got your back when making that move to Tucson.